birthday.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up.
Charlamagne's running late, and it's Thursday. And somebody got a birthday right now. Play a birthday song. Somebody got a birthday right now. Somebody got a birthday right now. Somebody got a birthday right now. Happy birthday, Jess Hilarious. How you feeling?
Thank you so much. I feel good. 33.
33. The big 3-3.
Definitely the big 3-3.
Don't you hate when people ask, does it feel any different?
No, I already feel like I'm getting old.
You feel like,
I already felt like that. After I had the baby, my body let me know, oh yeah, you're not a spring chicken no more. You just a chicken now. That's it.
Just a chicken. Now you got to watch what you eat. You just can't OD crazy.
Oh my God. Yo, I can't just eat ice cream or I'll have consequences. Like, I used to be able to just eat ice cream at night watching movies. I can't do that now. Or it's going to be the person next to me. Oh my God, Chris, I feel sorry for him overnight because it's ready to be nasty.
Yo.
Like, yeah, everything, yo. But I wasn't lactose intolerant before, but dairy started bothering me at 30. Like, that's crazy.
Sometimes that happens after you have the baby too. After my wife had the baby, and my wife the same thing. We watch a movie, she gets ice cream and strawberries, and I know it's gonna be World War III as soon as she's eating. It's like it is what it is. And she says sorry beforehand. She's like, I'm just gonna let you know.
I know.
It is
but
what it is.
Sometimes we gotta have it. I mean, like, I had to have ice cream, yo.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So now, besides the party or dinner that you're doing tomorrow that's sold out already.
Yes.
Besides that, what else are you doing for your birthday? Do you know, or is Chris surprising?
Chris got plans for me. I don't know where I'm going after I get off work today. So after we wrap the show, Chris has a whole day planned. So I have no idea.
Does he tell you what to dress, what to wear, or?
Yeah, he did. He told me in the beginning of the day, or the earlier part of the day, we doing something fun.
Okay.
So I have to dress casual, still be swaggy, but dress casual, and then tonight get dolled up. So I was like, okay.
Okay. All right, Chris.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Jagged Edge will be joining us. They have a new album, all original parts, Volume 1, out tomorrow. And we're going to be kicking it with Jagged Edge this morning.
Period.
Oh, okay. All right. And then, of course, we got front page news next. And we got something for Jess, a birthday song. What you want here? Let me see which ones we got. We can always go with 2 Chainz. Yeah, let's go.
Please.
Let's do it.
That's the ones I turn up. That's the one I turn up to.
Here we go. Once again, happy birthday, Jess.
Hey.
33 today, the big 3-3.
You already know. Yes.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning, y'all. DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and Jess Hilarious. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you, boo.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's line up that Trump meeting Putin audio. So President Trump, he's not saying whether or not he feels Ukraine and Russia are equal in their efforts to end the war between the two. Speaking from the Oval Office, Trump says he spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin, and they will immediately start negotiations to end the war following a highly productive cause, what he called it. And the two will meet a few times. So let's hear more from Trump on meeting with Putin.
It's an interesting question. I think they have to make peace. Their people are being killed, and I think they have to make peace. President Putin wants to have peace now, and that's good. And he didn't want to have peace with Biden. Do we expect that he'll come here and I'll go there, and we're going to meet also probably in Saudi Arabia the first time. We'll meet in Saudi Arabia, see if we can get something done. But we want to end that war. That war is a disaster.
He also spoke about the White House, he did say he felt the two made peace and said Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky would have to do what he has to do when it comes to potentially giving up part of its territory following those negotiations. Now, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, she spoke about the calls between Trump and Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Let's hear more from White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on Russia and Ukraine.
I myself just spoke to the president about these calls, and he told me to tell all of you they were very good calls, they were very positive, and the administration is wholeheartedly committed to a peace deal to end once and for all the Russia-Ukraine war. We discussed a variety of topics having to do with the war, but mostly the meeting that is being set up on Friday in Munich, where Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio will lead the delegation.
Yeah, so in a post on Truth Social, he said the conversation with Zelensky went very well. Trump added that, like Putin, Zelensky wants to make peace. He went on to say it is time to stop this ridiculous war where there has been massive and totally unnecessary death and destruction. So we will continue to watch what happens as a result of these negotiations between President Trump, Vladimir Zelensky, and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now, elsewhere in the Trump administration, the White House says Wednesday's inflation report shows the Biden administration left them with a mess to deal with. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the previous administration was not transparent in where the economy truly was. Let's hear more from White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt on the economy and inflation.
The Biden administration indeed left us with a mess to deal with. It's far worse than I think anybody anticipated because, unfortunately, the previous administration was not transparent in where the economy truly was. People at this very podium told the American people that inflation was transitory and that it would go away. That was not the case. And now the last report of the Biden administration, as revealed today, shows that inflation is still about 4.5% higher over the past 3 months.
Well, the American people could have told you that. I mean, the inflation numbers might have been down, but people didn't feel that in their pockets in any way, shape, or form.
Nah.
Inflation might have been down, but the price of everything else was up. All you had to do was talk to the American people, and you would know that the economy wasn't as strong as you thought it was.
Well, not only that, like going back to the Ukraine war, we were saying all that the war had to stop. They said they allocated like $113 billion for that war and already gave up $69 billion worth of American funds, which is a lot of money. And then you hear the prices of eggs and all this other stuff is going up. Yeah, it's going to piss some people off.
Oh, for sure. So the latest consumer price index report showed that the annual inflation ticked up 3% in January. Caroline Leavitt added that the CPI report is an indictment on the Biden administration's mismanagement of the inflation crisis. She also said that Trump wants interest rates to be lower and thinking that it will lead to lower inflation. Now, the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, he testified before lawmakers on Capitol Hill recently saying that the Fed is committed to bringing down inflation, but added that lawmakers are not apparently in a rush to lower interest rates. His appearance comes as, of course, tech billionaire Elon Musk, head of the Trump's administration's DOGE Department of Government Efficiency, appears to be backing the idea of former Congressman Ron Paul replacing Powell as the chair of the central bank. So we will continue to see what happens. And, as a result of that, I mean, we're experiencing this. And to your point, Charlamagne and Envy, we're watching the price of eggs. We're the ones that are out here grocery shopping. And, we don't.
Why is it eggs in particular that everybody always focuses on?
I don't know.
The price of everything is high. Why do people just be talking about eggs?
One of the essentials.
Is it?
Yeah, because that's one of the basic essentials that you keep in the house: eggs, bread,
milk,
cheese,
juice.
If you can afford that.
But bills is high, rent is high, mortgage is high. Like everything is high. Why are they just eggs?
And people be high and they want eggs to eat, so that's what they do.
Hey, an egg sandwich after you ain't lie. Anyways,
you already know, girl. Hello.
All right, y'all. So switching gears, an Illinois county board is signing off on a $10 million settlement for the family of Sonia Massey. Say her name, Sonia Massey. The 36-year-old black woman was shot and killed by a law enforcement officer last July inside of her own home in an unincorporated neighborhood in Springfield. She had called authorities to report a possible prowler before the incident occurred. She said someone was breaking in her house, and she called the police, and then they end up shooting her. So the Sangamon County Board unanimously approved the payout yesterday after reaching an agreement last week. Former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson, he is charged with first-degree murder in the shooting. So just an update.
Get paid, young lady, get paid. I mean, I hate that had to happen to her, but I am happy that she received some type of compensation for it.
Well, her family.
Her family, yeah. How much was it?
$10 million.
Which is a nothing for a life.
I was going to say that is a nothing. That's not a lot. It's never enough when you're talking about a loss of life. But that's your front page news for 6 a.m., guys. We'll talk about reparations at 7.
All right, everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Wake it up. This is your time to get it off your chest. Keep calling. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is Christian from Lebanon, PA.
What's up, Christian? Get it off your chest.
What's up, everybody? I just want to say happy birthday to Jess. Good morning to you guys, and have a good day, and God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Happy born day, Jess.
Thank y'all.
Whatever. You ain't here for us to celebrate you and love on you, but whatever.
Damn.
Whatever.
Whatever. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Theo from Compton.
Hey, what's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Hey, how you guys doing before I start?
We blessed, black, and highly favored, sir.
Doing good, brother.
Compton.
Yeah, and happy birthday over there, Jess. Yeah, sorry, it's 3 o'clock in the morning here, so I'm kind of asleep. What I wanted to get off my chest is, have you guys heard of Dax News?
No.
DAX. It's something I've been seeing. It popped up on TikTok a couple months ago. If you look at their page, it says it's satire on the page pretty clearly, but some of the stories are salacious, and I've seen so many people be fooled by Dax News videos. It's something that you might want to, try and warn people about. It's pretty crazy. There's one video that suggested that a 6-year-old child shot a cop.
No, I haven't seen it. The bad thing about you talking about it, people are going to go check it out. And you do know on TikTok, people get paid off of views. So I'm sure they post a little bit of everything just to get the views up, which it seems like it's working, and they get paid off of it. So
the crazy part is it also don't matter because nobody cares about the truth and the lie is more entertaining. And satire is very, 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 very entertaining. So I'm sure that a lot of those stories reinforce a lot of narratives and conspiracy theories people already have. So they share them just because they want to look like they're right.
Yeah, but the problem that I have with them is that they make us kind of look bad. Us mean melanated people.
You mean Negroes?
I don't know. It's something to look into.
Why people be so afraid to say black? They be like us, melanated people.
Well, first of all, it ain't even that. Why are you so happy to say Negroes? But
I just why people be afraid to say black.
They not afraid.
And people be afraid to say white too. You have people come up here for interviews and they be like, well, like others. Like, what you mean, white people? Like,
well, we say white and black. We don't have no problem with it, but
Yeah, I don't have no problem.
Oh, I'm fine saying black. Speaking of black, I also like to tell stories. If you might be looking for another podcast, I got some stories to tell because nobody's gonna tell black stories like we will.
That's true. Okay. Nobody tells black stories like black people. That is a fact.
That's right.
And I'm a history junkie. I love to tell history stories. But I'll be calling in from time to time, seeing if I can drop one on you if you don't mind.
Okay. All right, brother. Let us know. Thank you, Theo.
All right, thank you. Happy Black History Month.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray. Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is. We live?
Hello, who's this?
This is Linda from Indianapolis. Good morning.
Hey, Linda. Get it off your chest.
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Jess. Congrats on the baby.
Hey, baby.
DJ Envy, Charlamagne, good morning.
Good morning,
I just want to shout out my kids. They're getting ready for school. Good morning, Mommy loves y'all. Y'all have a great day. And shout out to my husband, Big Art. He's been doing his thing. I love him to death. I hope you hear this.
Big Art better have something special planned for tomorrow. It's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
He better. He know what's up.
All right, Linda. Have a great day.
Have a good day.
You too now.
Y'all too.
Better go out there and get y'all Brazilian waxes, men and women.
Say it.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is James calling from North Carolina.
What's up, James?
Please, James.
Get it off your chest, James.
Hey, yeah, I wanted to say happy birthday to Jess and enjoy your day.
Thank you, hon. Thank you.
Yeah, and no doubt. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Jonathan Majors. I heard that he's in talks with Kevin Feige on getting his job back at MCU, and so they can finish out that the whole Kang saga.
How you feel about that though? Because they're gonna bring him back just to kill him.
Well, at least he gets his job back. He get paid and he gets to finish the story, man. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, they're gonna show why Dr. Doom is such a big bad that's allegedly. I don't know if that's true, but they're gonna show why Dr. Doom is such a big bad by killing Kang. But Jonathan does also have magazine Dreams coming out. That's another project that he's in.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, and he's got a great project out right now called Broke Down Profits that you can listen to on Audible. Executive produced by Kevin Hart and this guy named Charlamagne the God.
Oh, snap.
It's nominated for
an
Oscar
that's
too.
What's up, man? Shoot, I think he shouldn't have been fired in the first place. If he'd have been with DC, I think he'd have been able to keep a job.
You think so? Because of Ezra Miller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all have a good day though, man.
Yes,
too,
sir.
brother.
Salute to Jonathan too. You know that project we executive produced is nominated for an Audie Award in the audio drama category at the Audie. So yeah, salute to everybody who listened to Broke Down Profits on Audible.
Congratulations. All right, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, Wendy just made a huge step toward getting free. She signed the papers to ask the judge to end her guardianship, so we're going to get into that.
All right, we'll get into that when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so Wendy Williams signed the affidavit to, be released from the conservatorship.
Yes, and I think when this was reported yesterday, it came like later in the evening after the TMZ documentary. I think a lot of people thinks that this means like she submits it and then boom, she's free, like she's good.
That's what it seems like.
What's the process with that? How long is it? Like, what else does she have to do?
So the process it depends on the judge. So basically, what happened is this is like a first step. You don't even have to take this step from what I'm told. So you submit this affidavit. If the judge is like, okay, yeah, I agree with everything you guys are saying, she should be free, she can literally just be freed. But that's not going to happen because we've been talking about up here the fact that the judge is saying he himself evaluated Wendy in addition to a medical center, and he felt like he determined that she had the frontal temporal dementia and she needed somebody conservatorship-wise in her life. So I think that
I know a judge do that.
So from what Wendy's conservator said in a legal letter, she said that Wendy was evaluated by a medical center, and then the judge themselves have to do like an evaluation of some sort. It's probably not a medical one. It's probably more of like cognitive and like conversation and decision making type stuff. They do the same thing. Remember I told you when she changed her lawyer, the judge was going to do the same thing. So I don't think that this affidavit is going to work, but I think Wendy's attorney probably did it just because it's just a part of the process. Like if the judge were to say yes, it would expedite everything. So what happens from here?
Why even release that? Why did they even put that out?
I have no idea. This confused the heck out of me because
it makes people think she's coming home.
Exactly.
That's what it felt like.
100%. It makes people think she's coming home, and I feel like it's just really premature because, for instance, right, once you submit this affidavit, there's supposed to be like 2 doctors that Wendy is supposed to then go and see as a part of the conversation of if she should be released or not. From what I'm told, they're still figuring out doctors and who the doctors are. But none of that is really set in stone yet. So I don't know what the reason why this story was released. TMZ released this story.
I wonder where it came from.
I'm not for sure. I don't know, but they say that their sources say that Wendy is going to be reevaluated by a doctor next Tuesday, and this doctor was selected by the attorney Wendy has hired to end the guardianship. TMZ was also told the following day her lawyer will file an emergency order to show cause, translation, a petition to force the issue with the judge who has the power to end the guardianship. So it's like she's trying to put the pressure on the judge. But from what I'm told, a lot of what they're saying here is still very premature.
Yeah, whoever put that out doing too much. You're doing too much, and every single little step that you are doing to try to get Wendy out does not need to be publicized.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I was going to ask, she's going to see her father this week, and they said in the doc, is she going rogue or is somebody going with her?
No, they travel. She got people traveling.
She can't go rogue. Remember, it was a mistake. She had to have security. Yeah. She got to have somebody travel with her.
She
can't go rogue.
She got a CNI dog. She got a cane. It's everything.
What the hell?
No, she don't. She got a
CNI dog?
Just don't listen to him.
I was saying she ain't goddamn cats. How she get a CNI dog?
Yo, I also was told yesterday too. Remember I told you guys that I reached out to Robbie Kaplan's office. That is the attorney who's over the A&E lawsuit. So I spoke with someone from that office who let me know that they saw the documentary. They had some really interesting feedback to it. I don't think they're too fond of it, but they say that they can't get into the conservatorship stuff. They're just A&E lawsuit stuff. However, Sabrina I now has lawyered up in this whole situation, and she's supposed to be releasing something or filing something of her own this coming week. So I don't know what that is going to be as well. yet. I mean, well, we're just reporting the news here.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Wendy is not happening yet, y'all. People think it's happening, but it's not happening yet. Now,
But in more lawsuits, we got Diddy.
Yes.
Suing somebody. Diddy said, I keep getting sued. I want a piece of this pie, too.
Girl,
excuse me? That's why he's in the situation he's in. Too much pie. Always want a piece of somebody's pie.
I don't know if he want pie.
Cake, too.
There you go.
Do his knees still hurt if you reach out about the knees?
I didn't get much on the knees, but I'm assuming they do still hurt. Right. But yeah, so yesterday, Diddy filed a lawsuit against NBC Universal, Peacock, and Amble LLC for defamation or defamatory statements. So he's saying that when they did that whole Diddy, the Making of a Bad Boy documentary that we talked about in here, that a lot of the claims and the things that they were accusing him of were completely false. And he's saying he wants $100 million in damages for severe harm to his reputation, economic harm, and the defamatory statements.
Why just NBC? It's been about 5 or 6 documentaries that have come out.
I have no idea.
On top of podcasts and YouTube pages, like it's so many people with stories. Like why you just aiming at NBC?
I don't know. He's alleging that they falsely accused him of serial murder, sexual assault of minors, and sex trafficking when there's no credible evidence to support any of these heinous allegations, because they go into like a lot of the Albie Shore claims, and it's a lot. But
yeah, I still think it's crazy that they have these documentaries out when he's on trial, like because the jury sees this stuff.
But there's so many of them,
right?
So it's like, what are you going to do? He's Diddy, like he's Puff, like it's going to happen. I just feel like he has a lot more things to focus on right now than this.
I agree with Lauren 100%. Diddy should be saving all his coins to fight his criminal case. You worried about the wrong things, okay? There are a lot of salacious stories out there about Diddy. I don't know what's true and what's not true, but he should be focused on what's going to happen in that courtroom and not on documentaries, YouTube, and podcasts. You can't be out here suing everybody just because they say you slept with Carl Winslow. All right.
I think it's more than that. I think it's a little more than that.
He's not denying that part, though. He's not saying he ain't do that. He's saying all the other stuff.
Did you see the one where they said he was playing duck duck doodle with people's booties?
What?
No, and you ain't see that one either. Where was that one at?
And then they said he was playing Uno for cheeks. He make people draw 4. And if you draw 4, you got to get on all 4s. There was crazy stuff out there.
Stop before you get in the next lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm scared now.
Even when I was reading
documentary is
it's just crazy stuff. As I'm saying, you can't go around suing everybody just because they saying crazy stuff at a time like this. Focus on your criminal case.
That documentary must have went straight to DVD. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one yet.
No, that was that's the iHeart doc. Where that say?
They said leave us out of it. We ain't got nothing to do with it. But the stuff that he's upset about in this, I'm like, yo, and this is every single lawsuit, every single documentary.
Maybe trying to put a stop to it because he knows if he sues one, people will have to second guess when they put it out.
Y'all, it's so much noise around this. It's not. People don't even. This lawsuit dropped and people reported it and moved on 5 seconds later.
You got time for more? No? 659?
69.
I said it's 659.
I was like, damn. As soon as they hit Diddy, he just started saying all type of wild numbers.
What you got on that computer screen? Let me see. What you watching? You all right?
Nothing.
Stupid.
You talking about 69 draw 4?
No, I said 659. All right. Well,
no, the draw 4 thing was real though. They say he used to.
Shut up.
Listen, allegedly.
I'm not saying I believe these stories. I'm just saying let's talk about this. The stories are so salacious that he would say he was playing Uno, and then when he used to draw 4, if you drew 4, you have to get on all 4s. That's what they said. So you can't just can't just go around suing people because they just making up wild, crazy claims like this.
When that wild card dropped, I wonder what happened.
The wild card was crazy.
Wow. You know, in the new Uno, there's a switch where like you got to switch your hands.
Oh my God. And they
said to swap hands.
And they hated to play with him when he used to write in his own rules. They say it was really crazy then.
Allegedly.
Oh my goodness. All right. That's Jess with the mess.
He lying.
He lying. That was Jess with the mess. All right, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Jagged Edge will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Good morning, y'all. What's up? It's Jess's birthday. We celebrating on all.
That's right.
You know we already are. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to start my set.
I love that. All right, well, let's get into the news then, I guess. You know what I'm saying? House Democrats announced the reintroduction of a bill addressing reparations for slavery. H.R. 40 is federal legislation that would create a commission to study and propose reparations for slavery and subsequent racial discrimination. Now, Massachusetts Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley is taking over the bill after Representative Sheila Jackson Lee out of Texas died last summer from cancer. Now, let's take a listen to Congresswoman Ayanna Pressley announce H.R. 40.
More than 4 centuries ago, Africans were kidnapped, trafficked, and enslaved, forced to build this country under horrific brutality, an economy which we still benefit from today. Rice, sugar, tobacco, cotton. And even after the Civil War, emancipation, and the 13th Amendment, the legacy of slavery endured in other forms, codified in law to deny Black Americans freedom, opportunity, and dignity. And that's what brings us here today. This brutality, these injustices, these horrors were not things just happened within the culture by osmosis. They were legislated. Today, with Donald Trump and Republicans waging their coordinated and at times unlawful assault on Black folks and Black history, we will not allow that history to be erased. We will not allow it to be whitewashed.
Can I say something about Ayanna Pressley?
Sure.
I think Ayanna Pressley is a Democrat that I enjoy hearing from. She's inspiring. She's informative. She's about action. She speaks truth to power. That is a Democrat who should be at the forefront in regards to leadership of the whole party.
Oh, I thought you were going to have a big butt.
No, there's no but. I just think she should be one of the people at the forefront. Get rid, put the Chuck Schumers and the Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi's. You know, all of them need to move out to the side and let people like Ayanna Pressley be at the forefront.
I love that. All right, so during the last congressional session, the bill had 130 co-sponsors. However, it is unlikely to pass now in this session with a Republican-controlled House and Senate. Of course, this comes as Trump issued an executive order banning diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in federal agencies. He called DEI illegal and discriminatory, and as a result, federal workers are being placed on leave, and this also emboldens some Americans and their larger companies to walk back corporate equity promises. For example, Walmart. We saw Target doing that. Of course, Representative John Conyers out of Michigan, he first introduced the bill, H.R. 40, in 1989, and then Sheila Jackson Lee took over when he retired in 2017. So, in the conversation of reparations, I mean, we've had this conversation, I want to say, last year, Charlamagne, we mentioned it. What do you think that looks like?
As far as what?
What reparations could look like today? I mean, it's not so much as 40 acres and a mule cutting a check, or what do you think it could look like?
I really don't know. You know, I like economic equity packages that I see people put together. You know, West Bellamy did a lot of that in Charlottesville. But I don't know. I don't know if it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it should be cash payments. I don't know if it should be, land grants. I don't know if it should be, free education. I really don't know. I just know it should be something.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least the conversation is being had. Mm-hmm. So let's switch gears. A federal judge is allowing President Trump's employee buyout plan to continue. Remember, it was initially blocked, but nope, it is going to move forward and continue. Last month, Trump offered money to millions of federal employees to get them to quit, but multiple labor unions filed lawsuits soon after, saying the administration did not have legal authority to offer such buyouts. However, a judge has issued a temporary freeze on the administration's offer, but on Wednesday, the same judge announced the unions lacked legal standing in their lawsuits, and this buyout is allowed to move forward. Now, the deadline for the buyout is already over, so you would have had to take advantage of it or make mention that you have already taken advantage of it, and we will see what happens to those who have actually accepted this buyout. So what it means is that you will work, or you essentially have quit your job at the federal government, and you will continue to be paid through September. All right, so in New York is highlighting its diverse workforce as President Trump continues to issue these executive orders curbing DEI initiatives. Reverend Al Sharpton says President Trump's claims on DEI programs don't hire candidates based on merit. Now, public advocate Jumaine Williams, he explains what DEI programs set out to do. Let's hear more from Reverend Al Sharpton and Jumaine Williams.
Can you imagine a man with 34 felony convictions and a sexual harassment conviction talking about merit? He couldn't fill out a resume at any one of these firms that's standing here. So merit has nothing to do with this.
All it says is that we should take measures to make sure that people who are qualified and can do the job are in the spaces and applicant pools to be chosen.
Yeah, so Comptroller Brad Lander, he also joined Public Advocate Jermaine Williams and Reverend Al Sharpton to recognize the diverse workforce managing billions of dollars worth of city pensions. Now, Lander says major companies like Walmart, Amazon have already started rolling back diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives in advance, even though data shows diversity in their senior leadership and employees contributes to financial performance. Of course, Google, Meta, and Target also. And most recently, I've noticed Disney. Disney is actually changing content warnings ahead of their old movies like Dumbo and Peter Pan. Now, the movies currently have a disclaimer that says the films will include, quote, negative depictions and or mistreatment of peoples or cultures, while the new version will read, this program is presented as originally created and may contain stereotypes or negative depictions. Disney is one of the latest companies to roll back some of their diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives.
And Morgan, I do have one thing, though. You asked the question about, what would reparations look like to me?
Sure.
I think it could be different things for different people.
What you mean?
Like for example, right? It would be great for me. I'm talking about for me personally, right? Mm-hmm. Not having to pay taxes. Federal or state. I'm serious. I do pretty okay in life in various ways. If I didn't have to pay taxes, that would be fantastic for me. And I bet that there are quite a few, black people who could really, really get ahead if they didn't pay federal or state taxes. So I'm just talking about. I think
that would be amazing.
Yeah, I think reparations. I think reparations would look like different things for different different people.
But how would they decide who gets reparations? Right?
Yeah,
is it all black people? But what about somebody like a Patrick Mahomes that's half black, half white? Or
no, he don't. First of all.
Hell no.
He's fine.
But how do you do that? Because
he's fine, and he would have to pay half taxes. Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? If you're biracial,
he would have to pay half his taxes. I'm just saying, black people who are in a certain tax bracket, who are making a certain amount of money, I feel like a good form of reparations for them would be for them not to have to pay federal or state taxes.
I'm with you.
Really, just black people, period, across the board shouldn't have to pay federal and state taxes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But
you said already paid 400 years ago. Already paid.
And I'm not saying that should be the only thing. I'm just saying that should be that would be a step in the right direction.
That would help a lot of people, and
absolutely.
And even with people that do have it a little better than other people, we can help other people with the money that we're saving.
Absolutely,
I agree with that.
Absolutely,
I like that.
I'm with it.
I like that. Well, all right, well, we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted. But that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, and for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network, and download the free iHeartRadio app. Visit us at BINnews.com. Thank y'all. Have a good one, and happy birthday, Jess, again.
Thank you, girl.
All right. Now, when we come back, Jagged Edge will be joining us. They got a new project called All Original Parts, and we're going to talk to them next, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is hanging with us today as well. And we got some special guests in the building. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
How y'all brothers doing, man?
Good, man.
Long time. I haven't seen y'all in a minute.
I know, man. It's been a minute, man. Growing up a little bit.
That's right. I always like to say this is one of the groups that y'all guys don't break up at all, huh? But how? We see every R&B group, there's always a breakup, there's always a revival. How do y'all stay so tight?
Man, we like each other. I mean, half the group is us. Right. So clearly we love each other. Right.
A little easier that way.
Your brothers is the one that be fighting.
Nah. We be on the same page.
Absolutely, man.
So let's start. I always like to start from the beginning when you guys come here. So how did y'all guys form the group for people that don't know? How did Jagged Edge form?
All right, whoever want to take this.
Well, me and my brother was
in the womb. You know what I'm saying?
But we had this group when we first got to Atlanta. We was about 15 years old. Not when we first got there, but when we first started singing. And it was two other guys, and we sang at this church picnic. Kyle was at the church picnic. He came to us at the church picnic and said, "Listen, man, I got a group. Why don't y'all drop the other two and come get with He didn't have a group. But we didn't know that, though. We used to see Kyle around anyway because me and him was basketball players, and his cousin was playing on our team. So we knew each other from that in passing, and then once we actually sat down and talked, and we realized he could sing too. We put it together. It was another member at first, and he fizzled out somewhere along the way, and we picked up Wingo, and been together ever since.
Absolutely.
Since we about 15, we've been in this group.
Now, where did the name come from?
The name came from, if y'all remember, think back to, I want to say like 91, 92, was a group came out of Atlanta called A Few Good Men. They were signed to LaFace.
Yep.
So just the name of their group got me looking at movie titles. And during this time, I happened to be at Candy House, right? And she had all these movies, like all these just rolls of movies. And I started looking at the movies, and when I seen the movie Jagged, it's almost like it jumped out, like, hey, you know what I mean? And so I said to them, and everybody was like, yeah. Like not one person pushed back. Everybody was like, yeah, that's a dope name.
That's it. And this was after y'all were already signed to So Def?
No, this was before.
So you had a relationship with Candy before?
Yes.
Like what's
only like a year prior to us signing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
and what was the relationship? Was it just like music stuff, or like how did you just
Wingo went to school? Wingo went to school with Candy.
Yeah,
they was in high school together.
We graduated the same.
So when we did our demo, he took it to Candy House, just playing it for her, just like getting her approval. Wasn't even trying to get a deal or nothing. She liked it so much. She was like, she called Wingo one day, like, you still in that group? Y'all still trying to get a deal? He was like, yeah. So we made the deal with Candy. If you get us a deal, you can manage us. There it is. She got us a deal. So she was our first manager.
Candy
once
was
we
your
signed.
first manager?
Yeah.
She get to the money in the business side though. So how was she as a manager in the early days?
I mean,
she was getting her feet wet as
But I'll always tell anybody, like, as far as being an active artist and trying to manage, managing somebody's like having kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to be up for them 5:30 phone calls, and it's just a lot. You know what I mean? So,
And also, too, shout out to Tiny, too, because she was just as instrumental.
Absolutely.
Without Tiny, she was like the direct link to JD on the business side.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So without her, it wouldn't have happened.
Zebo.
How instrumental was Jermaine Dupri with y'all now? Like, do y'all still like call him about music? For all the original parts, Volume 1. I know.
I mean, Jermaine, he that's our guy forever.
Right.
But as much as I love Jermaine, I hit Jermaine about all kind of shit, but it's rough to get Jermaine to do
right. I'll be honest with you.
If he ain't a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had a tough time getting his involvement in things that he wasn't really spearheading.
Honestly, Jermaine is why we are writers and producers. Well, at least producers. We was always writers.
Right.
But through dealing with him, we not like, you can't just put us on a back burner. We not,
right.
you know what I mean? You can't tie our hands. You can't. So we figured out how to go make beats ourselves. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Learn how to play the keys ourselves. Learn how to do this stuff. So he's a big reason why. And I'm not saying it in a negative way.
Gotcha.
Just understanding that it takes more than just one man to stop what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing about us, man, we not petty. You know what I'm saying?
That's
He
our
did something for us. We kind of respect the blessings.
He took a chance with us, man.
We took a chance, so we respect the blessing and keep it moving. But we was already a self-contained group. We was already writing. We was already what we were going to wear on the show. So we really didn't need anything but the money, I guess.
and the backing.
But your money. We need nothing but everything.
But other than that,
much
we
love
was
to JD for
self-contained. But much love to JD.
Right,
like,
sure.
That's our family forever.
We just knows a lot of bashing when it comes to
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
That's our
And when did y'all leave So Def?
And
why?
We actually, So Def left us.
Right.
He had a situation with Columbia. They couldn't get on the same page, so he left and went to, where did he go?
Arista first?
Arista
first, right.
So he went to Arista, and Columbia basically told him, like, if you want them, you gonna have to pay for a football team. You know what I'm saying? And JD was like, I don't want them that bad.
I done made me some money.
Yeah, they wouldn't let them take us and Bow Wow. So we wanted to go, but you know what I mean? It wasn't in the cards at the time.
So when y'all left at that time, that's when it completely stopped. He never said, I'm not writing for y'all producing because y'all weren't on the label at that time?
No,
we
got back together with Jermaine two different times.
Right.
We went to Def Jam with Jermaine, and then we did an album with E2 with Jermaine. So yeah, I mean, we've the music game in itself is a complicated business, and I think keeping your relationships tight is something that you have to do. But at the same time, if you can't get on the same page with somebody, you have your own goals, your own dreams, and that's what you got to follow. You know what I mean? And that's what we did.
Knowing that y'all still got hits like let's get married and promise and all that. Like, how does that feel to know that? I just saw a video that went viral where somebody had proposed to their girl and they had a nigga singing acapella, let's get married. Did y'all see that? What are y'all reactions from that? Other than it being funny and they should have picked somebody else, like a vote. But like knowing that still hit. Like,
it's love, man.
Yeah, right?
I love it. It's an amazing feeling. Like, we was talking about this the other day. Like, we definitely didn't get this to be a one-hit wonder, right? Yeah. And we definitely wanted to have a career that was filled with longevity. So when you see things like that, you realize you done hit your mark a little bit. You know what I mean? But we ain't done though. But yeah, it feels good though.
All right, we got more with Jagged Edge when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jagged Edge is still in the building. Jess?
Saw in an interview, Beyonce dad like threw y'all off of a tour bus. What happened with that?
I was trying to holler at Beyonce.
You know what's so amazing? Like, when it happened, somebody said to us, y'all gonna be talking about this for the rest of, and they was damn right. Like, y'all still be talking about it.
I know what happened.
So basically, we was on tour with Destiny Child. And at the time, Matthew was our manager, so we was sharing the tour bus. Us and Desi Child, we all on one tour bus.
How big was that bus?
It was 12 bus. And so, I think it's probably well documented that LaToya has had different issues with, the crew. This particular night, LaToya's mom was on the road, Miss Pam. Shout out Miss Pam. Right. And Miss Pam obviously had issues with the crew. So Matthew called, even though he wasn't in the city, he called back to the road manager like, Miss Pam ain't getting on that bus.
Right.
And we was like, well, we not leaving her out in the middle of Louisiana somewhere.
3 in the morning.
Right. So she is going to get on the bus. That dude had the police called on us, had us removed from the bus.
Get on the bus.
We all get on the bus. So, yeah, I mean, but, we just felt like whatever the issue is, it can't be that serious that you're going to leave somebody out here.
Right. And you're not even here.
And you're not even here.
It was somebody's mom, man. Right. If it was your mom, you know what I'm saying? We would have did it the same way.
Come
on, man.
Exactly. We did what was right.
Hey, man, we from the South, and, we mama boys. You feel what I'm saying? So we kind of felt that, like, man, we mama's boys, so we had an obligation, but we wanted to whoop Matthew. She catch you by the bathroom at one of these concerts. We gonna air your ass out. So shouts out to Matthew for not going by that bathroom.
The story goes because you were dating Latavia at the time, Brandon, and then so she told the story on a radio station. She was saying that you stuck up for the group, like you were the one about to go off, so you was at the bathroom.
Well, we all did, but I mean, I went in the room with the girls. I just seen it like I said, like if it was my mother, it would have been worse than that. Like I would have turned, it would have got nasty and ugly. So I didn't want it to go that far. So I tried to have a conversation with the girls. I couldn't talk to Matthew. He didn't make himself available. But I tried to make the other girls who's was in the group with LaToya, support her. And they all just kind of let me know that they had different issues with LaToya and her mother, and that's why it was this bad. So.
And even to be fair to them, because I talked to Kelly about this after that. And it got to a point where she even felt like, well, at this point, it's out of my hands. Once Matthew took control of it, they didn't feel like they even had much of a say anyway. So, you know what I mean?
It is what it is.
I did want to ask, too, they used to put 112 against you guys, right?
Absolutely.
And it was a thing. Was it ever a beef or was it just always fun?
It was Charlamagne did it, man.
You know what, man? It was never a real beef. Like, I don't know how many people know this, but them guys like brothers to us.
Yeah, that's how I remember.
Like, out of all the male groups we've been on shows with or just been around or in our era, I should say, 112 is our closest friend.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was never a real beef, but it got a little testy at one point.
At what point and what happened? What was the reason?
When we was coming back from a tour we was on, and we was pulling into the city, me and Kyle was together.
And we heard y'all kicked them out the bus this time?
We just heard them on the radio talking some trash, and me and Kyle just made a beeline of where they was at.
I was taking my braids.
It was just me and him. We knew all four of them was there. We didn't even care.
Right.
We was ready to do whatever had to be done.
They say that was that bad.
They
was doing something. They was doing something.
They was doing something, and
a live remote. But Q said something like, "How could Jagged be the best group? They only got two lead singers, a cheerleader, and a rah-rah man."
And I said, "Hey,
wow,
I'm the rah-rah guy."
Me and that guy I went up there on the mission. Nothing happened. Like nothing happened.
Who was supposed to be the cheerleader?
Man, that wasn't right.
I guess it was Wingo. I guess.
And I honestly think like Ryan, because they was really trying to put us on tour together. So Ryan was trying to create something to to drive the traffic, but
nobody
you can't do
let us
it without
in on
telling
it.
us. Like, you see what I'm saying?
So
Like,
he was taking a piss to everything they was doing.
We could talk back really good. You know what I mean?
But y'all wouldn't say that when we was in the room no way.
Yeah,
so that's the issue too. Like, we ain't doing that.
How often do people bring up the Cisco fight?
He spared that man.
Wait. What happened? I ain't know.
They was in the dressing room messing around.
Put that boy in the head.
Y'all know Cisco was a backflip on your ass.
What they say?
He tried to do some flips in there.
He was trying to do something, but how you say up top, I had to sun him.
What was it about? It wasn't about nothing. They was in the dressing room messing around.
Getting drunk.
And it ended up getting, they put how you play too much sometimes. And it ended up, I guess he ended up getting serious. Kyle was still kind of playing.
He said you wait.
Yeah, he was getting, he was actually, I was chilling.
Right.
And I ain't finna do all that. I be nasty, but I know I wasn't the aggressor.
Okay.
But I wasn't with the bullshit either. Like, hey man, chill out. And if you could, it's on the video.
All right, chill out.
If you can see, I'm like, yo man, chill out. And he was trying to like, oh man, I'm losing this. You're gonna lose it.
You notice he didn't throw that one punch.
I didn't throw no
He
punch.
spared him. He wasn't really doing them dirty or nothing.
I was like, y'all if I'm finna walk out, I left their ass in there by themselves, both of them.
Hey, me and him was already gone. We already gone. So we gone. We out there.
So y'all squash all y'all
There's no R&B.
Hey, you know what though?
Give me a wedgie. I ain't squashing.
You know what though? Quiet as it's kept, we all the groups. Some of them have had issues with us. So we everybody, man. Straight up. Right. I got respect for all of them. All of them.
So what is going to be? What can we expect different from all original parts? Like, where did that title come from? And just for the record, y'all know they not bumping this in no trans disco. All original parts.
Yo, you stupid.
I don't know who made that up.
That's hilarious.
Y'all gonna have to open this up.
That's you crazy. No doubt. That's too funny. That was a good one. That was a good one.
I know, yo. My bad.
It just signifies the fact that since groups have been a thing, they've all broken up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
the Jacksons broke up.
Even the Jacksons broke up. Right. So, us being the one group who's never broken up, we wanted to kind of capitalize on that. That's why it's called All Original Parts.
Love that.
I remember when y'all made some of those classic records, and did y'all know they were going to be smashes as soon as you made it? Like when you made Let's Get Married, or you made Promise, did y'all know like, oh, this is going to be it?
We did, kind of. I ain't going to lie. Like, we did. Even when you look at songs like He Can't Love You, right? Every song we ever put out, we understood what it should be doing. Like, we understood the only reason to drop He Came before Let's Get Married was because He Can't sounded like nothing on the radio at the time. We knew Let's Get Married was going to be the bomb song, but we knew if you come in a song like this, it sounds like nothing, it's going to make that road for Let's Get Married even bigger and easier.
And it did.
You know what I'm saying?
And it did what it needed to do.
We kind of have been.
Let's Get Married is going to be that legacy song that when y'all going, your kids going, your kids going. Did y'all know that?
Envy. This man was mad that we dropped He Can't Love You first. He was like, no, we gonna strike Let's Get Married.
My first time hearing Let's Get Married, it just did something to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what?
Mad at us and the record label, man. Y'all want to drop this over Let's Get Married?
But that's why I never put my opinion on a record like that again. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I knew He Can't Love You was super dope. It was a smash. But Let's Get Married, and I'm, again, I'm one of them anxious guys. You know what I mean? But let me tell you something. It's the setup. It's about the setup.
Right.
And Promise, Brandon, you wrote that for Batavia, huh? No,
I wrote it for me.
You wrote it for me.
She tried to say a little different.
He said, I wrote it for me.
Because I've been feeling this question since she did that interview. Listen, we're a team song. We're a songwriting team.
Right.
I got you.
No matter what my piece of the song may be about, that don't mean the whole song is about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think when you're a songwriter, it's not always an exact story. Sometimes it's pieces of a story that you're turning into one story. So yeah, there was a piece in there about Latavia. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
All right, we got more with Jagged Edge when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren is with us as well. We're still kicking it with Jagged Edge. Now, I feel like nowadays, brothers don't beg for the vagina no more.
They don't got to. We never did. The girls don't make them.
There you go.
The girls don't make them.
It's not even that they don't. It's that the girls don't make them no more.
Got to.
Like back in the
He
day,
can't
you begged
love you
for
is
it, you
at
cried
18.
for it.
It was foreplay.
He was outside her house.
Real talk, yeah.
It was
Now it's just
foreplay back then. You know, you had to lead up and just like, you know, it's gonna take about an hour and a half.
You had to work for it, so you was like hell pressed to not let it go. Right. So it's a lot different now. I think that's, you know, it's too much homeboy love out there, man.
Right.
Like, it's all good to have your crew.
Homeboy love.
Homeboy love. Like,
You're damn
too many
right. The music be about the guys loving their homies more than they be about the guys loving on the women.
I think all that's necessary. You need your team, right? That's a necessary thing, but you don't want to put too much attention there, and then your girl feeling some type of way.
I mean, but you sit. I ain't not to cut you off. I mean, but you sit in the club. I mean, the VIP section full of girls who like back in the day used to be.
You see, like everything, because like sometimes I see them talking, they be like, "Man, I'm gonna kill these when I hit the streets," and then we used to be like, "I'm gonna kill them when I hit the streets."
That's right. That's right.
It's totally different. Like, it's totally different.
And then how y'all used to dress back in the day? They used to dress like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you think of like an R&B group, you know, it's nice and, you know, suits and all that silk shirts open, you know, you see the top of me coming out the side. These used to dress like they about to shoot a dice game. Like some thug love type. I used to love seeing them outfits in the videos. Like, all right.
Now you got into a car accident. We broke your neck.
Well, I was in two car accidents inside of like 9 months.
Damn.
The first one, I just broke my leg in 2 places. I had some wrist contusions and a knot on my head. And then the second one.
What happened in the car? Did you fall asleep or did they cut you off?
I was coming down the street. Like, you know how in Atlanta we got all those, you know, do a U-turn to turn, right? So I'm coming this way. There's a car sitting right here, and I'm knowing he see me, I see him. And as I get this close, then he wants to turn. So even though I stopped my brakes as hard as I could, I still hit him. He was at fault. Like I said, just tore my car up, tore me up. But the next one was that's what really messed me up.
Got jackknife.
They call it T-bone.
Right.
When it's somebody right in the middle of your car. Like, I was sitting at a light on that accident. I'm sitting at a light, and I hear these shots ring out. Next thing you know, I guess the person who got hit, he lost control of his vehicle, and he just swerved right into my vehicle. And
on the driver's side, his side.
Yeah, I broke my neck. I had 5 broken ribs on this side, 1 on this side. I got a scalp laceration right here. It was a lot with that one.
I know it's pretty emotional for us. I saw you on Tamara Hall when you talked about it and you got emotional. For the rest of you guys, when y'all heard about the second car accident, like, what were you guys' reaction and like kind of what was that like for y'all as well?
I was scared because I didn't know what to expect.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it real. I don't have my license, but don't worry about that.
This man never had a license.
Yeah, man, I had a car.
I seen him in a couple of cars.
They never had a license.
But I mean, you know, my wife was like, you know, once I heard it, I'm like, babe, I got to get out of here. I'm damn near falling down the steps to get in my Uber. And but in my mind, I'm just praying. I'm like, Lord, please don't cause. I mean, it's such a cliche, like I say, to hear about artists, plane accident, motorcycle accident, car wreck. So I'm like, and then it's like, this is the second one. You know, and so we got up in. When I got there, because I know the other guys were showing up, I seen him, and I was like, okay, he's not what.
But it's still him.
He's still him because he want to take his neck brace off.
Right.
You know, I'm take this. I said, well, my good.
He cried a couple of jokes when I got there, so I'm like, well, he good. He was in pain though. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, you know, it was the worst day of my life. I ain't gonna lie to you because the way I heard the call, somebody told me first. They told me he got shot because they heard the gunshots.
Right.
They said he got shot, then he got hit. So you know, this is my guy. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't talk about it either, but again,
you got
real talk.
Yeah, I tell you,
and
bro,
for me, I mean, you know, again, I'm always say this, man. A family that prays together stays together. You know what I mean? So I immediately just dropped on my knees, man, and sent one up. You know what I mean? God, fix this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all. Leave it and put it in your hands.
Facts.
And he
All
did.
praise to the
And
Most
he
High,
did
man.
it. He did it.
Do you look at life differently as a group and just people? Because it has to change the way you look and the way you move,
Absolutely.
the way you do things,
Absolutely.
the way you say goodbye to your girl and your wife and your
Absolutely.
kids.
Right.
It has to change all of that.
Right.
because
For all of us.
You just
For
never
all
know
of
when
us.
when it's that time. And thank God it wasn't, man.
Hey, B, let me tell you something, man. We so blessed to be here. You got to think, like 15. We met each other at 15. We had our little fights and gripes, but we understood the mission, and that's to keep God first, stay together first again after that. And we love what we do, but we love each other.
There you go.
And we knew our mission was, like you said, a lot of songs back then. R&B was a little soft. It was still a good song, but still was kind of soft. And then you had some that was kind of freaky. And so we definitely came up with the concept of where we want to speak on the behalf of brothers like DJ Envy, Jagged Edge, who wear Timbos, who wear Jordans. You know what I'm saying? We just not throwing them the suit.
Be more relatable, man.
And be more relatable about, hey, I'm hurt. You hurt me, baby. And we need to talk about this. Or I promise to stay there with you. Although, you may be going, I want to learn what I need to do better. So we knew that the message was more powerful coming from something real instead of something that the label or the audience kind of expect. No, it's a little deeper than that. Music has a message behind it.
Yeah, I'm super glad of the route we took, man. We never wanted to exclude anybody from our music or you know what I mean, like exclude this certain sale to this certain our block or this certain type of people. You know what I mean. One thing about we all have in common is we have loved somebody or wanted to love somebody. You know what I mean, and that's a universal language for us. You know what I mean, love. So that's what we're gonna promote.
Now y'all got some songs that people love that I don't know y'all gonna be able to do on the tour or not. Like the Nasty Girl, the Traded All.
No, see,
there
you go.
I got songs, and if I come, I just need to know, like, is that a thing? I love all music now.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We've got like a bunch of new records and shows, along with what we already have.
But that's not what she was alluding to.
I know what she was alluding to.
I'm asking the question because I think people. I know for me, if I come out Intimate Night with you guys, I do want to hear "Traded All" is my song. "Nasty Girl" is my song. Like,
let me just say this too, right? Diddy, that's my brother. That's our brother. Like, we've had a good relationship with him. I can't speak on nobody else's. It ain't my business, right? But at the end of the day, I can only deal with my interactions with the man.
And it wasn't nothing like.
And I'm talking about plenty of them. After being around him 30, 40 times, I never seen nothing that offended me. He's never offended me. He always made sure if we was in his space, we felt welcome.
Absolutely.
And like I said, all the other things that other people, they can have that. I had an uncle went to jail for 11 years. Let me shout out my Uncle Larry.
Uncle Larry.
I had an uncle went to jail for 11 years, and he was always still just my Uncle Larry. Then changed to the point where he's some different guy because he did some messed up stuff. He's still my Uncle Larry. And it's the same with Diddy to me. At this point, I don't know if he's innocent or if he's guilty, but that's my brother. And that's all I can say about it.
Pray for him, man.
Pray for him.
Absolutely.
Pray for him. Damn right.
But I do want to ask. Traded All. Were y'all surprised he called y'all and not home?
And not 112.
Not 112.
Listen,
Jazzy.
112. I'm pissed off.
Listen, and it's crazy because really,
it's Jazz.
we got more songs with him than they do.
Right.
We got like 3-4 songs with them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
That's why he said the cheerleading and the rah-rah.
He was mad about that. Get to the bottom of it.
The album definitely picking up right now, and we appreciate you guys for joining.
When did tour start?
March 26th,
Dallas.
March 26th in Dallas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. It is Jagged Edge. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Jess With The Mess is up next.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, Lauren, so real quick, what is the difference between this documentary that Diddy is suing for and then the other ones? Because we can say, yo, if you're going to sue one network, sue all of them, because it's about 9 documentaries out about you. But what is it specifically about this one?
So the Diddy documentary that we were talking about in the last hour, that question came up in a room, and so I had someone that reached out to me to clarify some things because they were listening to us live. So shout out to my source, and what they pointed to was that So all the other documentaries, like y'all, I don't know how many you guys have watched, but I watched a couple of them. A lot of them, especially like the TMZ ones or whatever, they lean heavily on like the legal filings, like the actual docs, and that protects you to a certain extent because someone has put these things on record with the court and you report it according to docs. In this specific documentary, what they're saying is that they leaned into stuff like I'll Be Sure saying specifically that Puff was responsible for Kim Porter's murder, that Puff was responsible for him being in the hospital during that time when he had all that stuff happening. They talk about Ariel Mitchell also alluding to Kim Porter being killed by Puff. So basically what they're, and they also bring in Jaguar, right? And basically what they're saying is because these people and these claims are so like far left and they can't be backed up by anything. Yeah, this is kind of like this could be an easy win for Puff because the network is going to look at this stuff and say, okay, how do you prove that? How do you prove that what I'll Be Sure is saying, you put him on this platform to say is real, and all the other people. So if he gets that money, then he'll be able to use it to his legal fees. But, you know, we all know that the defamation is one of the hardest things to prove, especially when you're a public figure. Yes.
So, you know, once again, I stand on the fact, because I know that's probably Diddy's team reaching out to Lauren. I stand on the fact that this is a waste of time and energy because you should be focusing that time and energy on your legal case.
They're probably hoping that they settle out, but
I was about to say,
in those interviews, did they say allegedly though? Like when they're telling their story, did they say allegedly, or they telling the story like it's factual?
I don't remember the exact word for word, but I think even people think when you say allegedly, it's like a bulletproof shield. It's not. Like you can still, those things that they lean into on a platform like that, if they can prove any harm. You know what I mean?
It was done in malice.
Exactly.
There's no protection for public figures, like at all. Defamation is one of the hardest things to prove. Like, no, I don't know.
Well, yeah. So that's I'm sure they're hoping that they settle. I just wanted to add that little bit in there because I know we left it off kind of hanging, and I wanted to add that.
Yeah, I'm sure they hope that they settle out so that way they don't have to go through the process. So if he's settling, suing one thing for $100 million, he's hoping that maybe they cut a check for $5 million. You know what I mean? So they don't have to go through the process procedure. Maybe, I don't know.
We'll see.
Moving forward to Drake.
Yeah, so Drake. Right. We've been talking about Drake a lot recently.
Girl, yes, we've been talking about Diddy, Drake, and Kendrick. All them three. A lot. And Kendrick. Yes.
So yesterday Drake dropped a pre-sale for Sexy Songs for You, which is the collaboration album that he's doing with Party Next Door.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah, but he dropped a pre-sale from the OVO website. So when I saw it, I was like, oh shoot, is Drake pulling his like Kanye vultures? Like, I don't need the industry. The industry need me.
Straight to consumer.
Direct to consumer.
Oh, I thought it was because UMG won't put his music out while there's a lawsuit going. And I thought the streaming platforms won't put his music out while the lawsuit is going.
But contractually, aren't they supposed to, though? I mean, if that's what... Because in the contract, they still have to. I mean...
Not in the middle of a lawsuit.
I would say they don't have to put it out, but if he chose... I don't know what the conversations behind the scenes are. Well... And I will say, I was trying to figure out and confirm whether this is going direct to consumer or not fully, or was it just a pre-sale envy?
It's going to be on DSPs as well, so it will be. You can be able to stream it and all that as well.
But is it going to be through UMG though?
No, allegedly won't be through Universal.
That's still okay. Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's still to our point then. Like,
so if it comes out on DSPs and it's not through Universal, will Universal be able to take it down?
Maybe through Sony, maybe through another distribution place.
Yeah, but won't UMG be able to take it down?
How though? Because he has a whole deal for OVO with Sony.
Maybe another distribution place like Sony.
But won't UMG be able to take it down?
No, not if. Think about it. If you got a deal over here with Sony and you release music over here, how can
Drake have another? Drake can't have another deal somewhere. How can Drake
Doesn't OVO have a situation with Sony? I remember that.
OVO has another situation.
Yeah, but is Drake signed to OVO? I don't know. I'm just asking questions.
But how can they stop that? That's like him going to doing a feature and they pull the feature down. Like if he go do something with Khaled or whoever right now.
They can do that.
Drake clears his own music. Drake clears his own music, but I'm assuming that it won't be through Universal, but maybe the assumption will be through Sony.
Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is
Let
that...
me ask somebody at Universal. I got sources, too.
Yeah, please ask, because... because all of the fans... All of the fans, like, when they saw this, they were excited, but I think even Eli in here, OVO Eli, he brought the pre-sale.
He don't know nothing.
He's a hoe. He's the definition of a hoe.
Yo, when I say he was so excited, and I was asking him, I'm like, so when you buy it, what happens? And they send you an email just like you checking out on their website.
I don't listen to Eli. Eli got OVO Timberlands. Okay, I didn't even know he made OVO
and they got fur inside.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we listening to him? He got on apple bottom Timberlands with the fur. I don't even make those things.
Apple bottom Timberlands is crazy.
Well, and speaking about the
apple bottom, well, go ahead.
Thickums.
Why you smile like that, Jess?
Because Ken Thick, them jeans sold out. Remember we talked about the jeans? People have been out there buying them bootcut jeans because of Ken Thick. I know that's right. But the Super Bowl though has also people are still reviewing it.
I bought a pair for Bay.
For who?
Bae.
The Celine.
Your wife?
You would have paid the Celine.
Who, Clue?
You.
No, yeah, I'm not your bae. Shout out to Clue. Shout out to DJ Clue.
You.
He was in here. He was in here looking at them photos. Crazy when Kendrick had them jeans on too. Maybe that's why he wanted you to get them.
Charlamagne was definitely looking at them photos. He was all into them. That's why he got a wax yesterday.
So yesterday Kai Cenat, because he was at the Super Bowl, he dropped his review of the Super Bowl, and I was surprised how honest he was, but it's kind of sparked a little backlash. Let's take a listen.
Oh my God, they add sound effects to the NFL. Oh my God. All right, so right here there was no sound. I just heard crowd sounds. All my life right here there was no sounds. They add crowd effects. I did not know that. I was there. The loudest times that they made, the loudest time that the crowds did was, I think, him being shown for the first time, SZA, Samuel Jackson being shown for the first time, and then They Not Like Us. But one thing I will say though, although the vibes was not good, bro, they were just not the performance, like up until They Not Like Us. But what I will say is the symbolism behind that performance was top tier.
Why are you shocked by that? Like, why are you shocked by him being honest?
Because I feel like a lot of times when people get to the point where he's at, they try and play favorites. So to get on there and tell the truth like that, if that's what he saw.
Kai got there by doing exactly what he's doing right there, by giving reviews.
I agree, but when people get to that point,
confused about it though.
Why was you confused?
I was a little confused about it though. Like, because it was just, that's an example of like when you just see a clip of something. I'm like, all right, what is he doing this for? Like, what is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like a little.
He's giving his opinion just like you do.
Was messy. Yeah, all right, and I'm giving my opinion about his opinion. I thought, like, at first when I saw it, I thought it was a little messy. Like, what you mean? Like,
why is that messy?
Because clearly, if I said at first, nigga, damn. At first, I thought it was messy. Because of how he had said it, like, oh, the crowd was quiet here. They was not effing with the performance at all. Like, it was, and then he came back and he said, like, oh, all right, no, it was.
So you thought he was just dragging him?
Yeah, I thought he was just dragging him. What you mean?
I think giving your opinion because of some place you was at and talking about what you observed is not messy in no way, shape, or form.
Well, the TDE manager,
I guarantee you, I guarantee you. I can do that and I can make it messy. Like, it's ways that you can do that. Giving your opinion about something and making it messy is ways that you do that.
You know why? Because you are messy and you package it and it's called Jess With The Mess.
Okay, even when I'm not being Jess With The Mess, I still can make
certain things
is
real.
Yeah, period. But yeah, at first I did, but then I'm like, all right, whatever.
But they said it came from someplace else, right? Didn't TDE say they felt like it came through something else?
Yeah, well, there's been So TDE manager Hollywood spoke out and said that he was that he basically feels like Kai is just upset because he couldn't get into the suite that TDE had at the Super Bowl or whatever. So they basically are trying to say like either somebody's pushing him to say this stuff or he's upset because he couldn't get into a suite.
Why can't people just have an opinion? Art is subjective. Everybody's gonna have different opinions about people's art. Some people love the performance. Some people didn't like the performance. Some people don't even care. That's just the world we live in.
Yeah.
And look, and for record, when you ain't effing with something, you booing it. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't quiet. They was quiet. Quiet is better than booing. Understand that?
That is true.
If they don't F with it, all right, we listening. Okay, because we don't really know this. We don't know none of this music. We're looking forward to knowing everything at Super Bowl. Is usually like a party, like a concert. Cool. We don't know this, so we quiet.
And clearly, Kendrick did a lot of things right because he's got the #1 album in the country this week. So 230,000 copies. Those are first week numbers. He's gonna have, I think, three of the the #1, 2, and 3 song in the country this week. Like, he won.
Going crazy. Yeah. And he sold out them apple bottom jeans boots with the fur.
Yeah, exactly. He won.
Wrapping up, y'all.
Hip hop took over Super Bowl, and that was Jess With The Mess. Charlamagne, we give it a donkey too.
Man, 4 after the hour, there's a teacher in Louisiana that need to get beat up. We'll discuss.
Jesus. All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Come on.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
I was born a donkey.
It's the donkey of the day.
Bunch of jackass. That's time for the donkey of the day.
That's pretty funny.
Charlamagne the devil.
The Breakfast Club.
Yes. Donkey of the day for Thursday, February 13th goes to the administration at Rollins Place Elementary School in Zachary, Louisiana. I wish I knew the teacher's name. I wish they released the teacher's name. I don't know why we protect people who do harm to children. Yes, this teacher at Rollins Place Elementary School mentally and emotionally harmed a child. I first want to send positive energy, love, and light to Jamisha Augustine in Louisiana. Drop on the clues bombs for her. Okay, I am so sorry that your 6-year-old had to deal with a lame-ass teacher, and it's yet another reason why I think that if you can homeschool your kids, do it. Okay, my oldest homeschools right now. She homeschools right now because she wants to, and we are just in an era where these teachers, they just don't care like they used to. I'm not saying all of y'all. Okay, there are still some great teachers out there, but as the son of a public school teacher, I understand the empathy and care one must have for kids in order to be a teacher. And a lot of y'all just don't have it. Okay, do we understand we drop our most precious gift off to strangers every day? We entrust our hearts outside of our bodies, these souls that God used us to bring into the world. We drop them off every day for hours at a time with people we don't even really know. Okay, yeah, we know the teachers' names, but we don't know what type of time they really on. And that's why I have so much love for teachers who actually care, because they don't have to. But if you are going to be in that position as a teacher, you have to. Okay, it's an act of public service. And this teacher at Rollins Place Elementary School, you failed. All right, who's grading you? Because you need to be left behind for what you made this 6-year-old child do. What's the news network, Eddie?
WAFB.
AFT?
AFB as in boy.
Let's go to WAFB for the report, please.
Jamisha Augustine is fuming with frustration after adults forced her 6-year-old daughter to clean up feces following a potty accident in class. Augustine recalls filling out forms for no dairy. Despite the food allergy, her daughter consumed milk at school for breakfast. After drinking the milk and multiple trips to the bathroom, Augustine's daughter defecated on herself while in class. Augustine's fury came when she recalls her daughter answering questions about what unfolded and the lesson they were trying to teach her child after having a reaction to something she's allergic to.
You send a janitor in with the proper equipment to clean up, but a 6-year-old kid, you're going to make her clean up poop without gloves or anything. But besides that, it's just disgraceful. It shouldn't be going on in our school. It shouldn't have never happened.
Augustine says again when she enrolled her daughter in the school, she submitted doctor's notes about the dairy allergy. Augustine tells us she met with the school system to make sure they stand by what they say they're going to do.
Hey, man, that teacher should have got beat up. All right, there's so much about this story that triggers me. Number one, I have 4 beautiful daughters. 1 is 6 right now. Number 2, I am lactose intolerant. All right, I feel this young girl's pain when it comes to dairy. I don't even like looking at cows. Okay, I totally understand why the Chick-fil-A cow has been on a campaign for years to get people to consume more chicken. I can't do red meat because of my high cholesterol, and I can't drink milk or consume any dairy products because it gives me the Hershey squirts. Okay, imagine when there's not much ketchup left in the bottle, so you squeezing it and it's coming out in squirts and it sounds like the bottle farting. You know what I'm talking about?
We get it.
Yeah, I can't do ice cream, milk, cheese. If I do any of that, code brown. All right? Backdoor sprint, bubble guts to runs. When you're walking up the ladder and you're hearing something splatter, diarrhea. So, yes, I feel this young lady's pain. And what I don't understand, and why violence is often necessary, this mother, Jamisha Augustine, told the school her daughter had a dairy allergy. They didn't listen. This young girl kept having to go to the bathroom, okay, because she drank some milk in the morning when she wasn't supposed to. If you a teacher and you an adult, period, you know something about lactose intolerance, right? If you know anything about lactose intolerance, then you know this little girl wasn't playing. There is no such thing as telling a kid she's going to the bathroom too much when she has diarrhea. She couldn't control her bowels. But instead of having empathy and caring and being there for this young lady, you decided to tell her, no, enough is enough. And she ended up pooping all over herself. Kids are cruel. They will tease her relentlessly for this. Okay, and then you decided to make her clean up her own feces without gloves because you wanted to teach her a lesson? Nah, we got to squabble. We got to squabble. Jamisha, her mother, should have came in that classroom and knocked everything off your desk. Okay, there's all of this one right arm, just for dramatic effect. And then she should have knocked your head off. Okay, you got a husband? That little girl daddy should find him and beat him up too. No. You made my daughter clean up her own backdoor brownies with her bare hands. We all got to fight. Tag team back again. All right, me and my wife against you and your husband. There is no way this woman can consider herself a good teacher. And if you are making your own daughter do things like this, then you're not even a good parent. It was an accident. The young girl was experiencing something she couldn't control, and that something is diarrhea. How about let me make you a large McFlurry with X-Lax, then make you drink some coffee, then make you take a shot of Hennessy. Okay, that's always been a laxative for me. I'll even make you eat some Mexican cuisine. Okay, I'll make you do all that and then let me prevent you from going to the bathroom. Now what? Let me tell you something, teachers. There's a good lesson to learn from Dr. Seuss, okay? The Lorax. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. You have to start caring about these kids. Please give Rollins Place Elementary School in Zachary, Louisiana, the biggest hee-haw. A person like that shouldn't even be teaching.
That ain't funny.
I'm not even joking.
Honestly.
Because you have to care
A 6-year-old?
about these children. You ain't let this little girl go to the bathroom knowing she got diarrhea, knowing she lactose intolerant, and then you made her clean up feces with her bare hands. She not fit to be a teacher.
It don't matter if she was 10. It don't matter if she was 12. Like, no. Hell no. I'm with you, Charlamagne. Yeah. Me and my wife, we got to go squabble up.
Squabble up.
Then you call your mama and call your pops, because now grandpa and grandma want to come and squabble up too. Like, the whole family squabbling up.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Could you a 6-year-old pick it up diarrhea? Nah. That ain't
How do
funny.
you even pick up diarrhea?
I don't even like.
No, you can't be. Well,
It's
you can't.
liquid.
Yeah, you gotta wipe it up with paper towels and tissue.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh!
That's why my baby is homeschooled now. I ain't got time.
Your baby is. What you mean?
I ain't talking about Marley. I'm talking about Ashton.
Oh, all right. You said my baby. Ashton, the damn near grown ass man.
I understand why you feel that way, Envy. They grow up fast in Baltimore. Molly 12 right now.
Molly 12.
First of all, she definitely is a big baby. Yeah, she definitely about to be 6 months. But yes, I can't. Yo, schools are just it's not it for me.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. Up next, Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. If you need relationship advice or any type of advice right now, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. So if you need some advice, call Jess right now and make sure you wish her happy birthday, because today is
Y'all
Jess's
got me
birthday.
Fix a Mess on my birthday. Okay, that comes with a Cash App on this day. So make sure you guys Cash App me. I got a few Cash Apps.
Oh my goodness.
800-585-1051.
Call Jess now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
X about me.
Relationship problems?
X about me.
You need to beat your coworker's ass.
X about me.
Your coworker need to beat your ass? Call it up. It's Dr. Jess, and I'm here to fix your mess. Fix your mess. It's getting very much messy. Let me fix it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time for Jess Fix My Mess. Hello, who's this?
Yes, this is Itamo from Wilmington.
What's up, brother? What's your question for Jess?
So, Jess, well, first off, happy birthday, Jess. Good morning, Charlamagne the Guy, DJ NV.
Good morning.
I appreciate y'all having me. So, I am a single father. I have sole custody of both of my oldest daughters. I'm pretty much doing it by myself, but when it comes to my oldest, she's 10. She thinks that, right now we believe that she has abandonment issues because her mother's not in the picture. But it's like, I don't know what to do to try to fix the behavior. She's lashing out at school. She's lashing out at home. She's not wanting to listen. She thinks that she can make her own decisions. She tells me all the time that I don't have, the emotions to deal with her. But it's like, I just don't know how to even, it's either I'm strong in a father figure, or do I try to replace that mother figure?
Yeah, so what are her problems? Like, what is she doing? How is she acting out?
She's not listening, back talking. When it comes to school, she honestly believes that she knows more than the teacher. And when it comes to other students, other kids, she's strong-willed. She's very smart. So
I feel like she needs to talk to somebody, you know what I mean? And maybe her mother, somebody that can connect with her like another woman. Maybe she would benefit from having a female therapist, you know what I mean? Like, just somebody to talk to, because maybe she feels like you're unequipped because you are her dad, and because, you are, the man of the house. And she's not your only kid. You said you got 2 older daughters?
Yes, ma'am. I have a 10-year-old and a 9-year-old that I have custody.
Yeah. And it's okay if you don't know what to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know. How long has her mother not been there?
Going on 3 years now. Her mother just left the state and went back up north.
Okay. And see, just
got involved and
yeah, okay. So I understand. You don't even need to, so her mother just basically left, you know what I mean? And that was when she was around 7, I'm assuming. You said she was 10. She's 10 now.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
She's got 10, 11.
Yeah.
The
So
last time
my
she
mom
saw her
left
mother,
when she was
was
8. Yeah, 7 or 8. You know, she was not even mentally developed enough to realize either why her mother left, which she probably blames herself. It can be a host of things, you know what I mean? Like, and it's okay for you to not know what's going on. You just need to move forward with what type of help you can get for her. What do you need? What do you need? You know what I mean? And there still has to be boundaries established there. You know, she's not supposed to disrespect her dad, you know, not supposed to, you know, but at the end of the day, we don't know what she's going through in her mind. So I think she would benefit from talking to a therapist. You know what I mean? Like a female therapist for sure.
And I will tell you that I have that in place. They come to my house 3 times a week.
Okay. How long has she been in therapy?
For about a year and a half now.
And so it's not helping.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
But I sometimes just don't know what to do.
Yeah, and that's okay. You're being transparent enough. That's fine. It's all types of daddy groups that you can get in. Somebody feels your pain. You're not the only dad going through this. Maybe that therapist ain't the one for her. You know, you ain't supposed to just stop at one. Maybe that's not the right person for her. I understand that she has therapy, but you don't just stop there. You need to find, you know, the right person for her. And then with her being so young, it might take a long time before she finds somebody that she actually is, like, makes her feel safe enough to open up about what she's going through. You feel me?
Understand.
I get it. Don't give up, though, you know. Change therapies. Figure it out.
I'm all she got, so, and
yeah.
I wasn't raised like that.
Yep, keep that in mind. Y'all gonna be all right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, brother. Good luck. Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Me. Tell her, baby. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me.
Oh my God. I'm all up in your mess. I'ma fix it. Fix it.
Fix my mess.
Fix it. Fix it. Jess gon' fix your mess, cause my advice is real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're in the middle of Jess Fix My Mess. Hello, who's this?
This is Cook from Jersey. What's going on?
What's up, Cook? What's your question for Jess?
Hey, Jess, so listen, right? I got $50. What can I get my lady for Valentine's Day?
Nothing, because you about to cash at me that 50 for helping your ass today on my birthday. So.
Wait, what? Are you serious right
now? No, I'm joking with you. No, okay. So you got $50, and you saying that you want to be able to do something, you want to be able to do something nice for her. What does she like to do? Because to be honest with you, I would keep that $50 in my pocket, shorty, and just do something where you ain't gotta spend it. You can cook for her. Y'all can make a movie. Y'all can watch a movie, then y'all can make one. I mean, get spicy with it.
Switch it up, right? The thing is, she about to spend a bag on me.
Oh.
Yeah, you see my dilemma? Come on now, I'm in a pickle.
Yeah.
Tell me what's the deal?
I'm in a pickle. Okay. All right. Well, just because she about to spend a bag on you, don't mean that it has to be reciprocated. Now, listen. I understand people like to think like that. Relationships. Oh my God.
I spend the bag all year. Feel me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's okay. Like, for this one day, don't get souped up over this one day. Let her spin a bag. Let her appreciate you for Valentine's Day, for what you do all year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not only about the woman. Yeah, it's sorry. And when you get $50 more, do something with her. You know, baby, this is my last 50.
Man, Jess, you the best.
You know what I'm saying? Just yeah.
I know what you're saying. I dig it.
Tomorrow about you, King. Period.
Thank you, Queen.
All right. Good luck, brother.
Yo.
Hello, who's this? What's your question for Jess?
It's T Moolah.
What's up, T Moolah? What's your question for Jess?
What's up? My question is, when does she plan on coming to New York to do another show? Because we waiting. Last time I seen her was in South on Fergo. We ain't doing that again.
I said the same thing.
No, we're not doing that.
I thought we was going to do the Martin Lawrence thing, but you didn't do that one. I'm waiting for you to come to New York, too.
I know. I will be in New York.
I ain't gonna lie.
Fall.
Come to Dykeman, Jess. You got to it, Dykeman. You good.
Whoa. Then she ain't going to Dykeman now. Come on now. They want you to go uptown.
Okay.
Yo, Envy, don't be light skinned, Envy. You supposed to be the home.
But I got you. Show in New York coming soon. Trust me, I got you. And no, it's not going to be in Salsa Conforto.
I need pre-order tickets like the Beyonce joints, all right? Because we go fans out here.
I got you.
All right, man.
Oops.
Damn. Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. Now we got Jess with the mess coming up. What we talking about?
Hell yeah. Gilly sat down and did Club Shake. He said you ain't never catch him in no Rock Nation brunch being fake.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, so my man Gilly sat down with Shannon Sharp at Club Shay Shay, Lauren?
Yes, he did. And the clips are beginning to make the rounds. It was like over a 2-hour interview. It was really great. He talked about a ton of stuff. But one of the things that he talked about was the Rock Nation brunch and Jay-Z. You know, there's been little issues there with them. So let's take a listen to that.
How have you learned about the music industry?
I learned that all of that is fake. All of it. That's why I don't go to no parties. They call us, right? They say, Gilly, we want to invite you to the Rock Nation brunch. I'm the that said, why would I want to come? Why wouldn't you want to come? I said, the Rock Nation brunch ain't of nothing but Jay-Z putting a bunch of on the lawn and then going in the back door and saying, I told you I still run this Give me the money. Wow. You think I'm letting use my brand? They come to $1 million worth of game because we move the needle. I don't let nobody allow to use my brand. I don't even smile with you if you ain't worth 500 million or more. The only smiling they do is when the billionaires in the picture. Look at all these broke ass on the lawn. Come on, man. I ain't with none of that. I don't want to party with you. I built the way for myself.
Now, Gilly, you guys know, because he talked about it when he was up here with Wallow a minute ago, that, you know, him and Jay-Z had their issues because he feels like it was because Jay-Z didn't sign a Jay-Z with the Major Figures group after that group or whatever. So he then talked about that. He talked about being blackballed by Jay-Z as well.
So back in the day, Hov tried to sign my group Major Figures. It wasn't just Hov, it was Dame Dash, it was Rockefeller. Okay. I didn't feel as though that the contract was right, so I didn't accept it. Jay and Dame came back with the offer. I didn't like the offer. I thought it was a slave deal. I thought we would have to sell 1 quadrillion records to make some money, so I turned it down, and that was the situation.
But what transpired after that?
I mean, some things were said about making it difficult for
you to be in this game.
You know, but
does that happen a lot?
Yes.
If you refuse to sign with someone, it's like, okay, you're done. You're not going to work in this industry.
It happens a lot in this game.
It would be interesting to hear Jay-Z's side of the story on all of these stories we hear different people say about him on all of these podcasts and YouTube and everything else.
I'm sure you never have, because Jay-Z don't really talk shit. You'll never have.
Nah,
it would be interesting one day just to hear.
Jay-Z never really
because there's always two sides of the story. You only just ever hear one from everybody. It would be interesting just to hear what he would have to say about it.
And y'all know the internet going internet. They went and start grabbing photos from the Rock Nation brunch and put them side by side of like Jay-Z standing with like the people that you know are like the billionaires and then everybody else, and he's like smiling, not smiling. So they were running it down. What you about to say, Jess?
Is this something that has been said like a lot?
About what? Jay-Z smiling with the billionaires and not with the rest of the people? Or
no, I mean just to Charlamagne's point, like what, you know, you said you want to hear his side of the story and not like, you know, and not
Gilly's told Gilly's told the story before, but I'm just talking about not just Gilly, just everybody who all the stories that people have. It's Jay-Z news every day from somebody.
But why would you care if you were Jay at this point? Like, why would you care?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, why? I'm fine. I'm a billionaire. I got a wife and family. Why? Why?
But if he ever sits down with the right interviewer, they're going to ask him these questions.
100%. Now, Gilly also got into some details around his son's murder. Let's take a listen.
I just read about the 17-year-old basketball player, straight A student. Am I wrong, Gilly? It used to be like the athletes, they got protected.
Right.
Nobody touched them. He from the block, he got out. They protected those guys. What happened?
That's who killed my son.
The 17?
Yeah. The 17-year-old basketball player that just got shot 17 times?
Yes.
That's who killed my son.
Really?
Yes.
Really? What was that about?
It wasn't for my son.
Your son happened to be there?
Yes.
Oh.
Them blocks is beefing. They going through it. My son just so happened to pull up out there 5 minutes. They come to shoot the block up. My son's not from that block. He don't, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's a tragic story, man. That kid was a student athlete by day and a alleged killer at night.
Allegedly,
and now Gilly's son not home because of it. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and that one, that's the first time that I've heard Gilly directly even address those rumors that basketball player was connected to his
those
son.
were rumors that was something that was out there.
Those are.
Yeah, if you listen to the whole context, I listened to the rest of what I listened to it in context. He was saying that the police were about to make an arrest. So after he got killed, the police came to him and told him it was this kid and some other kids.
Yeah.
The blocks were beefing.
Yeah, and it was online, but like you didn't know for sure. But then Gilly just kind of like confirmed the conversation that was being had. But he also had some things to say about Miss Jess Hilarious as well.
Jess Hilarious took a shot at your Gilly song.
Oh, what's Jess say? She was just at my Airbnb yesterday too. What she called it corner that you were eating chicken and licking your fingers in the video. That's basically it. Nothing. I could say a lot of things that I thought Jess did was corny.
Oh, there you go. There, we go move.
I love Jess Hilarious, so I'm not going to do that. I think Jess is hilarious.
Why he can't lick his fingers in the video, Jess?
You talking about the Chicken Man video?
Yeah.
That was so long ago.
But that was because when Quavo and Chris had what happened around that time, Envy, when Quavo and Chris got into it or something, and he was saying that didn't he say? It was something he was saying that
nothing happened.
Chris Brown about something.
Somebody showed you the Chicken Man
and I was
video.
Like,
you never
I
seen
know
it before.
damn well you ain't. Yeah, no,
Jess
you
was riding
Charlamagne.
for Chris.
You the one that showed me the Chicken Man video, Charlamagne. You the one that gave me that. And I was like,
showed you
what?
the Chicken Man video?
Man, talking about the yes you did. He was like, he had a song called The Chicken Man, and it was a video on YouTube he dropped, and it was the funniest song I ever seen. So when I seen the video, I'm like, oh, this nigga really clucking. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't know.
Really
so that's what that was. But
Also,
I love Gilly.
exactly
Yes, I was at his
right.
Airbnb, but not like that, y'all, because you know how that's going to send people going crazy.
Oh, no.
Gilly
you was
is
there
married.
With your homie and your man.
Yeah, that's my homie. Wallow and Gilly are both my brothers.
And that's what I was going to say. It's like, you know, you hear questions like that, but you don't understand. People is
no
like,
context.
That's fam right there.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
like
absolutely.
Nothing but love for Gilly and Wallow.
100%.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Next we got some Kanye mess. I'm kind of tired of talking about him.
Why are you talking
But
about
that's why I ain't even asked you to go there next. I thought we was going to stretch out the Gilly. We ahead, yay.
Well, you didn't have no more jokes. I was waiting for you to go back and say the chicken was fried or something. I don't know.
That's it. Nah, that's all I had about it. That's it.
Well, the only reason
what's going on with Kanye?
Oh.
Does Nye know you on the damn radio?
Sister, my sister knows I'm on the radio.
They're throwing rose petals on Jess in her studio right now.
I miss you, Nye.
Because it is Jess's birthday.
And they're singing happy birthday to
we
Jess
don't have
at
a
the
ratchet
crib.
happy birthday song or something we can drop.
Yo, Naya said later for yay. Happy birthday to
Thank you, Naya.
Thank you, Naya. Thank you so much.
Oh, happy birthday, Jess. We was going to do a shot, but you said you was out already last night.
I know, girl. I was bringing in. Yes, I was. But are you about to tell us about him being dropped from a talent agency? I just didn't believe that he had an agency.
No, I was going to tell you how.
Agent. Anyway, I'm like, that's crazy. Who would have him as a client?
It was Ty Dolla $ign that dropped him after the talent agency. So Ty Dolla $ign said he doesn't condone any form of hate speech toward anybody, which was a big deal because they just did that whole Vultures run together after Ye was allegedly canceled. And Vultures was like his comeback after being canceled and him doing it on his own and not needing the people. And now Ty Dolla $ign saying, yo, leave me out of it. I don't know who all over there, but I don't want to go.
Yeah, the most ridiculous thing about Kanye is he is not a victim in any way, shape, or form. He has bought all of this on himself.
But he keeps doing it, and I don't understand why.
Me neither. There's not nobody
canceled today.
It's not because Kanye got allegations. Nobody accused Kanye. Everything. Kanye literally goes out of his way to antagonize folks.
I don't want to say people forgot, but people kind of forgot. He was doing the bullies thing, and they just let him be him.
Well,
and then all of a sudden, he just dove right back into it.
One thing about the Jewish community, they never forget.
You're right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. But I feel like they dove, like he just dove right back in. It was no talk about it or nothing.
It's like he's addicted to self-sabotage. Like you announced that you made a few $1 million in a day off your lines, and you just come back and just start insulting these people for no damn reason.
I just feel like it's like, how far can I go until I am done for? Like, I just feel like that's his mindset. Like, yo, how far really can I go? Because he already feel like he can do whatever he want. You feel me? You feel like he is like up there with God and them. You know what I mean? Like he's like, how far can I go? Let me see.
Yeah,
he's not to go alone.
It don't make no sense. Yeah. But he just did an interview saying that Ty Dolla $ign was the only artist that stood by me through all this, and he was the only one that produced and wrote with me.
No more. He sat down. The only one he got left now was like Justin LeBoy. So
that's right.
He gotta relax.
All right.
Jesus.
Happy birthday, Jess.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Thank you,
Jess.
Happy born day, Jessica Robin Moore.
Drop a bomb for Jess. All right.
Big 33.
There you go. That is Jess with the Mess. Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. Hit us up with your requests. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's Black History Month. What we doing?
Man, salute to my guy BDaht. Every day during Black History Month, BDaht puts out an episode of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. And today is February 13th, 2025. It would have been the 67th birthday of BDaht's mother, Irene Palm. And so BDaht wants to honor his mother for Black History Month. Take it away, BDaht.
On today's episode of I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either, I'm going to start with something personal. On May 5th, 2024, I lost my mom. She was complaining about her stomach hurting, so we took her to the ER. Hours later, she was still in pain, and they finally moved her upstairs to the ICU. 45 minutes later, she was on a breathing tube. Her organs were shutting down because of sepsis. And just like that, she was gone.
I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know, maybe you didn't need. I didn't know.
Now let me tell y'all, losing your mom is hard enough, but when you're black, you have this extra layer of PTSD. Why? Because you know black women are often dismissed in the medical field. They're overlooked, ignored. And it's not just a feeling, it's facts. There's a book, Medical Apartheid, by Harriet Washington, and it lays out the long, dark history of how black folks, especially black women, have been used, abused, and experimented on in the name of science, from slavery to right now. Let me break it down for you. Did you know there's still this misconception that black women have a higher threshold for pain? And I know, Mama made miracles every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, and every birthday. But them white doctors were thinking black women were superheroes for real. Oh, she's black. She can take it. What? And if you want to know how deep this rabbit hole goes, let's talk about Henrietta Lacks. Sis went to the doctor in 1951 for cervical cancer. And without her knowledge, they took her cells. Then named them HeLa cells, HeLa, and those cells turned out to be immortal. Like they could survive and multiply in labs which had never been done before. They helped develop vaccines, cancer treatments, IVF, you name it. HeLa cells have saved millions of lives. But here's the part that'll make your blood boil. Henrietta Lacks never gave consent, and her family never saw a dime. Pharmaceutical companies made billions off those cells, while her kids and grandkids were struggling to pay for health care. It made a bunch of dollars, but it damn sure don't make no sense. So when we talk about black folks in the medical field, we're not just talking about distrust. We're talking about a system that has dismissed us, stolen from us, and experimented on us without shame. And for me, every time I think about my mom's last hours, it's hard not to wonder, if she wasn't black, would they have taken her pain a little more seriously? Would they have moved faster? These questions haunt me, and I know I'm not alone. That's why it's so important for us to know our history and advocate for ourselves, because if we don't speak up, who will? Medical Apartheid, a book by Harriet Washington, was something that I didn't know. Maybe you didn't either.
All right, well, happy Black History Month.
That's right. Salute to my guy, BDaht. Rest in peace to your beautiful mother, Irene Palm, man. Beautiful tribute that was. And make sure you subscribe to I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network.
All right, when we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Well, salute to Jagged Edge for joining us today.
The good brother Jagged Edge, man. I'm sorry I missed him, man.
Yeah. Kyle was trying to step to you, yo.
You trying to step to me for what?
Yeah, yo, because you had started a rumor about one of them niggas being a cheerleader back in the day.
Cheerleader? What kind of cheerleader?
Yeah, when you was putting up against you was putting them up against 112 or something like that.
Oh, during the verses?
Started the rumor, yeah. So, no. This was back in the dizzle. Like back in the day, they said that you had said one of them was a cheerleader, and you said the other one, only two of them could sing or something, and the rest of them, one was a hype man and the other one was a cheerleader. And Kyle came to step to you about that.
I don't remember that. No, I don't. But
he don't remember a lot of things that he said.
I don't.
Wendy told him to say.
I don't. But salute to Kyle. You know, I just need everybody to know I can fight. That's all I'm gonna let you know.
Okay.
We go,
Right. We can wrestle. We can do arm wrestle or something. You know
Jagged, they said they're gonna jump you. They said they jump people. They don't fight fair.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even be remembering that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was on a lot of drugs and a lot of alcohol, but it's all good. You know what I mean? I mean, I need to hear the context of what I said before I apologize for it.
There is no good context about that.
Because I don't believe that. I don't believe. Why would I say he a cheerleader? That wouldn't make no sense.
Why would you say a lot of things that you would say? Seriously.
I just don't understand the context of that. Salute to Kyle and Jagged Edge, though. Jagged Edge get busy.
All right. Well, you got a positive note?
Hold on, wait. Also, I want to give a shout out to VSU, Virginia State University. I did their comedy show that they have every year. It was me, Carlos Miller, DC, and I Am Zoe. I love him as well. We had a blast with the students and the staff on campus, and it was just amazing. I tell you what, snow ain't stopped their ass at all. I was like, you know what, they probably gonna cancel the show. They was like, nah, students walking up right now. Like, wow. They still came out, and it was a lot of snow out there. So shout out to VSU, man. I love that.
All right. Well, you got a positive note?
I do have a positive note. You know, I'm going back to the donkey of the day that we talked about earlier with the teacher in Louisiana who, you know, wouldn't let the young 6-year-old girl go to the bathroom, and she ended up pooping all over herself. Then she made her clean the poop up with her hands. Listen, man, empathy, yo, compassion. Please remember, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.